All right, everyone. Welcome back to another video. This is going to be
Time
race
to
two
go for the
of
ZEO
my race
prototype
weekend
series.
at ZEO Prototypes Brands Hatch. Um, it was. I'm just gonna start with my race driver excuses. Um, I will
Two guys
say that
circulating behind the
this
pace car.
was a pretty crazy weekend. Firstly, because I was in a new country that I'd never been to before, and I had kind of done a whole bunch of practice on Friday. This race is on Saturday. It's the second of two races. It's at the end of the day. So we did a race earlier. We did a qualifying in the morning, which I did the fastest lap that I'd done the entire weekend, which was really cool. Then we did a race. That was quite a lot. Then there was a really, really long break. And then getting yourself back into the racing mode to do another race. So this second race, there's a couple of things to consider. One, I was really, really tired. I was pretty jet lagged to begin with, but this is when I was really feeling it. When it was like, afternoon, and it's like, hey, get back in the car. So yeah, pretty tired. Two, the other pragas in the class, or in our class, and the way it would work for our class is just basically pragas, right? Um, they're out of the race. So they had, their own separate mechanical issues. So this race was literally just we're gonna win no matter what, right? So we're not winning on the track. We're probably not gonna get an overall win. It's just a lot to expect for the first race, but we're gonna win the class if we keep the car on the track and finish the race. And I think that's a pretty good goal. So we get to leave with the first place, right, in the class. So the goal here was finish the freaking race. Like I said, I was pretty beat. And this is actually not an excuse. This did actually happen. I started to slide down in my seat very, very early. So I'm kind of long and a bit stocky. So harnesses are a bit weird for me. This is actually a problem that I encounter quite a lot, and we have to do a lot of work to make this not happen. But I started to slide down a little bit in my seat from like the substrap or the lap belts or something like that. And so basically, you'll see it at some point. Maybe you can tell. I don't know, but um, I pretty much would hit the brakes and I would slide down on my seat. So my pace went way down. I was like, okay, I don't want to crash. I really don't want to crash where I'm not like bolted into the seat really well. And we're gonna get this first place anyway. So let's just drive the car, have a little bit of fun, and just finish the thing, right? So that's the goal of this race. It was just to finish, and that's what we did. We finished, and it went quite well. I'm gonna let the stream catch up, or sorry, let my footage catch up to the stream. I actually don't know if this is when we go green or what.
Envy driven, Genvi.
I have no clue.
The
I'm
lights
gonna
are off
try
on
to
the
match
safety
it as best
car.
as possible.
In a few moments' time, we'll be racing.
Okay,
All
so
on the run
this is
30
pretty much
turns.
it.
Envy
All right,
driven,
sorry I'm jumping around a little bit.
Green Charman.
This is a really long stream. They did a whole stream of the entire day, and yeah, so that's quite a lot to sort through.
One
All right, so
short,
this
sharp, and
should
stunning
be
racing.
just about us
So,
now.
let's have a look then. Who is where heading into this race on the grid? It is in pole position at the head of the
I'll
pack.
leave it here.
It is a 45.252 qualification time, and that gives it to Charman. Alongside him is the Genvi driven, Genvi designed and built car in second. Chamberlain.
It qualified as based on our second fastest qualifying lap, which was not as fast for me. So I started a little bit farther down the field, even though we had some cars retired.
Six will be keeping him company. Row number 7, though, is empty. It is only the 6 cars, by the looks of it, that we've got on the grid. No, we haven't, sorry. Good. In 7th position. Saywood in 8th. Row number 5, position number 9, car number 445 is Oliver. In 10th place, Child, and then Langdon down will be bringing up the field in 11th position as I scrabble around desperately to find my entry list, which I have. That's good news before the start of the race. So, settle in, folks. It's going to be a very short, a very fast, and a very exciting race ahead of us indeed. We raced already once today in this series. It was a bit of a cracker. I dare say race 2 is going to be even better again. So, without further ado, the lights are off on the safety car.
All right, so I think this is pretty synced up. So we're just gonna play
Through the field of prototype machines in the ZEO prototype series are winding up for the start finish straight. The safety car
it. It's a bit off.
peels
I
off,
might try and
and in a few
turn it
moments'
down.
time, things will get very loud and very exciting indeed as we go racing again. We'll look at timing gantry. The lights are out. 20 minutes of racing begins, and we pile down at speed into the first corner in these beautiful prototype machines around the outside. Attempts to go for 96, not quite enough room there on this occasion. That is the Genvi to the inside. Genvi gets the race lead. That's a good move there. Very, very committed indeed for the race leading car. Position car number 5, Graham Charman.
Sorry, this
A little
comes
bit
around.
frustrated. No, he doesn't in fact. I apologise. Graham Charman is still our race leader. It is Genvi in second position. That is the 106 that we're looking at there of Graham Cole. Just behind him, the 73, and then that is one of the Pragas, beautiful car, Praga, one of the most modern cars in this field, a close top, very different style to what some of the other open top radicals and such look like in the ZEO prototype series. But Graham Charman from Mike Genvi, and then Richard Chamberlain makes his way up into third position. That is the 35 of Genvi, having a good battle on his own there.
Looking back at this, obviously retrospect is 2020 or hindsight is 2020. But man, I was really annoyed that I didn't carry more speed into turn one there. Like now, I think if I go back to this track, I'm just gonna I could send it because I'm more comfortable. But everything was so overwhelming, and I have to give myself a little bit of credit for like putting together a weekend and like not crashing the car and like improving the whole time. But there's still so much more in this car and so much more in myself that I'm really looking forward to the opportunity of maybe driving these things again and unlocking that potential. But we got a great race going on here, so we'll jump back into it.
We're looking at screen there as well. There is Genvi to the outside, tries to cut back to the inside, not enough racing room. Look how much grip and downforce these cars have got as well. Graham Charman absolutely giving no racing room, but my Genvi looks significantly
I
faster
think at this point
than we
I'm
saw
now sliding
just a
down
few
the
hours ago earlier
road.
this morning.
So
Outcharging the front two, Richard
yeah,
Chamberlain leading
not
the
the
pack
best
and
feeling
those chasing
to
in third position.
do a decent amount
Max
of G gun
Greenhauser
braking.
is the car behind, trying to find a way past
You
Richard
can't see
Chamberlain
where you're
though.
going
Has
if
the
you
line
brake
covered
into
for
turn one.
now. The question is, will he have enough pace on board that number 15 machine in order to it's a CTR development, CTR 01. Really quick in the race early today, but the question is, though, are they quick enough to get in the fight? Ray Cole, the 106, by the way, will swap with Alice Stewart. That's a 56 position. Position change there, but still
I
heavy
was gonna
defending.
say like the guys in the front, I think their cars are like technically like home built. Um, this thing does a 140 on the front straight pretty easily. Those things are you know just about as fast, so it's pretty crazy to see that. Pretty crazy little prototypes they got up there.
It's a very established car in prototype racing
Although if
all
I
over
was not being
the world.
slow, be right there with them. So looking forward to the opportunity of doing that at some point.
In touch with this particular fight. That is the big goal PS7 for Graham Cole. People watching brief, and now this is an opportunity for Mike Genvi. Had a look to the inside, that door was slammed shut
Wing
in
is
his
like
face into
falling
Druids.
off.
Got so much grip and performance in these cars. But with the grip, with the performance, with the braking capability comes increased difficulty. Trying to find a way past. Brands Hachinde, never an easiest track to overtake in the world anyway. And these cars with so little margin. Oh, hello. That's that movable aerodynamics or a slightly dicey rear wing. I think on
Yeah,
Mike Genvi's car,
Empress.
I go for the more dicey side of things than
Not as
anything.
great.
That does look a little bit louder.
It is
It
pretty
has to be said.
unnerving to
As he
brake
puts
and then
an internal
you move
weight
forward and look
car
at
in
the car.
front.
So
Hopefully that's the
excuses, but just being real too at the same time. Things happen.
now Gemma's on the attack, looks to the inside again. That is by far and away the best opportunity for Mike Gemma to find a way past the outside line. Door closed. Thank you, but no thank you, says Jay Charman. Going to go around the outside of Me Sunshine. He covers that one off very nicely indeed. It's the first sector where the 35 is so quick. Mike Gemma driving a self-built Genvi racing Genvi gun. vehicle, racing in
Wings
Class B.
moving around. It's
Car
so
is very,
crazy.
very quick indeed. It struggled in race one this morning. This afternoon, though, no such problems whatsoever. As Mike Walsh can take now so much quicker on the run down the hill. Carries so much more speed through Graham, massively more speed through Paddock, in fact. Now he's got the inside line nice and early.
The wing.
For an overlap though, Charman
I've never
decides
watched this
to
actually.
slam
This
the
is
door
the
shut.
first
Can
time
we
I'm
get a
watching
switchback
it.
though?
So
It's a new one from Mike. Backs out of it,
obviously I was a
decides to
good
make
ways
it
behind
fast.
them, being a couple of seconds a lap
Full of
slower.
pace.
So
He knows that he's got
I didn't get to
opportunity.
see any of this. Just
The
kind of heard
opportunity
about
to
it.
present itself. And Mike Genby is certainly no shrinking
I think
violet
still
when it
quick
comes to
with the wing falling off.
keeping
Maybe it doesn't need it. I
by
don't
the
know.
horns in front of the final corner. Now this is where the cars really, really shine here at Brands Hatch. Genby using the slipstream doesn't have quite the legs
If I remember correctly,
of the
like
car ahead.
I think I saw the body off of that car, and it's like a cage. I don't know what they weigh, but like it's not a lot.
So much quicker on corner exit. Goes nice and early at Druid. The door was left open a little bit, but the braking points are so short here at Brands Hatch. And the prototype cars of this kind is just absolutely nothing that he can do to get on terms with the Juno ahead. Chapman now knows he's in safe territory through this part of the lap.
Oh, they put 30 seconds on me. That's kind of embarrassing.
Delays. No sweat whatsoever. He knows the car. Ooh, a little wiggly actually on corner exit. As I was saying, how safe he was, he proceeded to make me an idiot almost instantaneously by conceding that position. The car's a little bit sharper in a straight line, and Mike Genvis certainly has the corners covered. Paddock Hill Bend, the big gap now. Look at that one. That's exactly a visual representation of just how much quicker through that opening corner Mike Genby is and Genby gone. And now that race lead, courtesy of them stake for the final turn. Open the door, Green Charman though had no response. And that is, I dare say, game over in terms of the competitive proposition. And the further field, we check back in a little bit further down. Graham Cole in fourth position. That we're looking at there, the lead of the two red cars on your screen. Graham Cole, car number 106. Max Winhauser in car number 99. And respectively speaking, they're driving the big note PS7 for Cole. Winhauser, he's aboard the, I'll tell you in a moment when I find the entry list. I don't have an entry list, so let me tell you that's to that one. But I don't care about that one. I care about the race.
You know, like looking back at this, I actually like and seeing how different I'm driving from race one to race two. I was actually really, really tired. And I was just trying to power through it, but man, I was beat. Just trying to act tough, but yeah, it didn't work too well. I was really beat. I'm not gonna lie.
From Mike Genby now, unleashing the performance of the Genby car. Here we go, I'll cut this off now. Mike
We won't have that
Winhauser,
issue
of
in the
course,
future though.
in the Nova.
Really in the gym these days, just training super hard and trying to build up that endurance. I think I had a pretty decent amount of
99
endurance, but
to the back of the
really,
field,
really,
Mike
really building
106.
it up,
Graham
especially the
Cole
mental,
still
because I think that
ahead.
was more the issue. It
Leaving
was
the door
less
open a little.
physical and
Ooh.
more just all the information I took in
Right
over
to
the
the
weekend
inside line
that
and decided that
kind of exhausted me a bit.
replacing front nose sections can be expensive, but it's better to save on the bloody nose, pull the car out of the way and go again in a few moments' time. Graham Cole still on the attack. It's a very long body car, both of these cars. Really long in the body, look a little bit Ginetta-esque. Not Ginetta-esque, sorry, Radical-esque from a distance. It's only when you get close that you see the detail, the aerodynamics,
Yeah,
the
they do look
technology
a
of
bit
these
like a
cars.
radicals, but the radicals are a lot slower than even
Still
me, just kind
holding
of
on
playing around.
to third
Um,
position. Matthew,
so
of course,
these things are
behind the
much
wheel
faster than radicals.
in
They're
race one.
much more like the Praga. I
Racing
think the
as well
Praga is
as
for sure
much large
faster in someone
ZEO1
that's very, very comfortable in the
really
car,
ambitious.
which we'll get there.
Racing
But
pace. This having a very,
um,
very solid run. So
yeah, for
far,
sure
they've taken
faster.
over 15th position.
Um,
Number
but these
3.
things are pretty quick
They've got a healthy
for
gap
sure.
to Graham Cole and Max Winhauser behind. Oh, this is smart. Got to be further detached as well, not in this particular battle pack. 10 minutes 58 seconds then on the clock. Mike Genby has a gap of 8/10 of a second in the fastest lap to his name. To the inside. That is brave and a little bit foolish. The inevitable contact between the two
Yeah,
cars
I
are
saw
now in
this. I think I'm
semi-discussion.
coming up on it now. It's
Apologies
gonna
for
be a
Max
yellow.
Winhauser as well. Going to get the brakes on that one. Don't want to roll back on the racetrack.
The
And
safety
Max
car ended up coming out for this
trying
one.
to find a box full of neutrals. Find first gear. Rolls himself away from
Yeah,
that one. But I do
there they
think
are.
number 106, the car of Graham Cole, the big done for the day. The rear wheels beeps
I don't
as the
remember when the
car
safety car comes
pulls
out,
in.
but it's not too long from now.
Tell you
And
what,
basically, us being so far down,
through
like,
the commentary box window, that car is still going nowhere.
I mean,
The big
there
noise
wasn't really much we could do.
unfortunately beeps a little bit, not just the gravel, but of course the car's so low to the ground as well. The circuit dips away. That's just lifting the front wheels off the tarmac too, and unfortunately, I will suggest that will be at best double wave yellows, potentially even a safety car as we've got marshals
I
down the
I
race
somehow
line.
jumped people.
As
I don't know.
the
Actually, I don't remember where I
driver
finished here.
using the old-fashioned
Um,
manpower to push that car.
I knew these guys were ahead of me, so obviously I let them go. But
Druid's arms aloft
I
as
think
the
I somehow managed
marshals
to
pull
jump. Obviously, at least the one car, but
with
another car as well. So
there were yellow flags. There are workmen there you can see on track trying desperately to clear the stranded Graham Cole. So of course he's fallen into a DNF territory. And Mike Genby, the Genby gun now, has fallen into the clutches of Graham Charman behind. So Graham, he's never one to give up, is Graham Charman. Car number 5, there he goes. Video
I
shot
realized I
the
didn't
white
have the
and
auto
blue machine.
before.
Never want to give up, and that one's paying
Not a
dividends
good
as things
DJ.
stand. As Genby tries but fails to build a gap, bit of traffic as well in front. Never an easy cause. Certainly cause a concern. As again we run up Druids again. Mike puts his arm out of the cockpit just to let everybody know. Seen the flags, acknowledge the flags, taking the appropriate action.
If you don't have radios, so I guess
106
in the
doesn't look like
UK,
that car is going to be going
can't
anywhere.
really do radios unless it's like an
In
endurance race.
fact,
So it's just the pit
there we
boards,
go.
which is pretty new
Off
to
we
me
go
as
with the
well.
safety car
So like
behind
as I'm
sector.
flying up into turn one, I'm like looking over to the pit
Hopefully all
boards to
down.
get information.
We'll
Like
drive
other
through
than
the
the
wide
yellow
safety
flags,
car.
I don't
That
know
will
what's
give us a
going on.
clean and safe piece of
Um,
racetrack. The
I
marshals
think we
will
have the
look
safety
to get
car
to
now,
work
so
clearing the sadly stricken car of Graham Cole. The big old PS7, bit of a fan favourite, it has to be said. Beautiful looking car,
and
very
I'm pretty sure the
competently driven
race ended
by
under
Graham
safety car.
Cole.
He was
Unfortunately,
beached pretty good.
on that
So
occasion,
like I'm behind the leaders
contact
right now, the front
flat
two, but I am
facing the
not
wrong
in
direction
third
as
place.
hopefully we can see a bit of
We
a
didn't
replay
unlap ourselves or
of that
anything,
back
so
there with a bit
I think
of
I'm,
luck.
I'm almost
The
positive this
end
is where we
result
finished. So
is
I mean, we moved up two positions by just surviving,
running
so
10
that's
cars then
pretty cool.
left on track.
So finished seventh, I think.
That's
I think
plenty
that
for
ended up being the final
the
result. I'll double
once
check,
again
but
Dominic Langdon down
yeah,
in the RJ
I mean,
Motorsport Radical SR3
could be worse.
RS Matt Genby. The guy race leader from Graham Charman, Richard Chamberlain in third position. So let's have a look then at a replay of the incident from a few moments ago.
Pretty
Around Graham Paddock Hill
pretty
Bend,
smooth
sorry,
here.
on the run up to Druids. Take a look to the inside. Inside line covering was a little bit neither near though there.
I
The
don't know. I
99
guess it's kind of
tries to use the curb
smooth there.
to stay out of the way. Sad secondary contact as well, which you never like to see. And then Graham Cole waving his arms in somewhat disgust and the disappointment of the contact and the inevitable stranded car. Which means we're under safety car condition still. The field circulator, I can see to my commentary box window the marshals are still beavering away up at Druids.
I don't know why I
That
decided
car
to
is
like
still
try to
facing
warm
the wrong
tires. It's
direction
not like
and
we're
looking
gonna go back.
somewhat forlorn.
I was
Has to
I
be
was like
said.
pretty
I
sure
hate
we
to
were
see
gonna
a
go back
stranded
green.
race car on the side of the track. It's such a dispiriting
I
and
feel like I've been in
heartbreaking
the car already
experience
for a decent amount
for
of time.
drivers, and
And the
it means we have
pit
to spend
board
a little bit
had
of time
like
on a safety car, which
you
is
know
never ideal. They want to get a good racing going. Such is the way
time
that
left on
these
it,
things
so
go.
we were pretty
While
cool.
we're doing this one, have a look at some of the
I
cars.
hadn't
It
even seen
feels a
anyone
good
try to
idea.
get the
That's
car
the
out
number
yet.
35 machine we're looking at on screen there. That is the Mike Genby. So this is Genby Gun that Mike is driving. Why is that special and why does it match his name? It's because it's been self-developed by Mike Genby himself. So it's
In front of all the random people.
a car that has been designed clean sheet from the ground up by Mike
All of
Genby and
them.
has done a great bit of job. It's very successful, very
Can't say all of
powerful.
them.
Had some problems at
No
Donington
batteries.
Park. Wasn't particularly quick, it has to be said, in race one this morning. He's now showing the full capabilities of his potential. Car number 5, in second position, is the 1997cc Juno Class B machine. The Juno, the brand perhaps a little bit less well known around the world.
I think
Is
the
a
big
British
issue is
sports
like
car constructor,
it would have been nice
privately
if I
owned
was
now,
able to
based over in
unlap
Portugal. It
myself.
was founded
But I
in
think also the guys
1999
behind me
by
are down
former
are
Williams
down the lap
engineer
next to me a
Ewan
couple
Baldry.
times. So
Their first car in
I
2001
think it
was
was
a
just kind of
Juno
a mess that they
SSS1,
weren't gonna go back.
designed by Baldry
No
himself
point.
and Ben
But I
Wine,
think
former chief
if we would
engineer
have
of
went back to
TVR and the
green,
Tuscan
there would have been a
Speed
chance to try and
6. so a name will be relatively familiar from lower Formula E prototype cars. In
At the
third
end of the
place,
day, right?
Richard Chamberlain. He's aboard car number 15, CTR Developments, CTR 01, another car that's been self-built to great effect. Richard behind the wheel in place of Matthew, who took part in the first race early today. Then car number 73 is next up. Alistair Smart, the RJ Motorsport run, Radical SR10. Radical, of course, need no introduction. I dare say around 400-ish, 420-ish brake horsepower, 6-speed dual
Oh, those are
sequential
the
box,
fast.
variety of engines. Radical
I actually
run
didn't know that.
from the old Ford Eco
So,
Boost all the way through to the Hayabusa motorbike engines as well. Loud revving, high performing things they are indeed. And Radical, mainstay in club level sports car
my
racing for
mug.
many years. Many drivers that have been through the ranks have got time behind the wheel of a Radical. I dare say that is car 445 on stream. We'll talk about that one while we can see Dan Oliver, Adola Motorsports. That's the Praga R1, which is a relatively new player, Praga, to the world of motor racing. Czech Republic-based manufacturer. They've been around since 1907. Build a wide variety of vehicles, do Praga, from military equipment, motorbikes, aeroplanes. They've got a very long and interesting collection of vehicles, but the R1, the R1T, very competitive cars indeed for Praga, and beautiful close-top machines as well. They have a solo championship just for their cars. It's a very great effect.
They are super competitive.
A lot of that racing in Praga's.
Oh, we do go back to green.
And now,
Okay.
3 minutes 48 seconds left on the clock. Let's go racing again. So, Mike Genvey takes us to the line.
I'm pretty.
The green flag
I'm in a
is
pretty bad
waving.
spot anyway.
We
So.
go in the ZEO Prototype Series. Jane Charman keeping a watching brief in second place. Richard Chamberlain, almost as if that safety car didn't exist, reverts back to his significant gap between the front two in the CTR 01, holding on to that third position. That is, I'm not quite sure exactly where that Praga is in the running. You see the back of your shot. I think that's the one of Oliver. That's the only one of the Pragas still running. All the way down in 7th position. Let's wait till we go across the line. We'll see if Dan Oliver has either lost a lap or done some kind of heroics to get over the third. I do think, though,
No heroics.
the former of those two, and has lost a lap, currently running in 7th position. Is Dan in? There we go. There's the Praga coming through the stream. Where is Richard Chamberlain? Richard perhaps done almost another lap in the safety car, such as the gap between himself and Mike Genevieve and Grange Charman at the front of the field. Chamberlain, though, crosses the line. Lots of real estate between our top two and the rest of the field. 9 seconds, in fact, is a significant amount of time. Though just a single lap. A green flag running for Chamberlain, gamely holding on and putting a gap between himself and Paul Sayward in the number 16 car. Bit of a squabble going on as well there. The 73 Radical, very iconic shape of the Radical, beautiful machinery. Alistair Smart, 4th position. Around the outside go.
I don't even try to fight these guys because
Alistair, wonderful
I'm behind
car.
them.
The number 73, the SR10, iconic endurance and sprint cars. Well, good measure, it has to be said. Being piloted to very good effect indeed by Alistair Smart as things stand. Paul Sayward is the next one down the road in the number 16. Sayward working hard behind the wheel as well. There we see him as the inside line on the 46 of Trish Child. Makes that move stick. Good driving there from Sayward in 16 in the SR3 1500cc Radical. And there is the number 60 on your screen, Andrew Gord. Yet another Radical, I think, number 60. Let's have a look. Yeah,
I think it's like
RSX.
I don't know.
I do wish Radical would give
It was pretty confusing. I'm not
slightly
gonna lie.
different numberings. Just to
Not
make
having a
it
radio.
little easier to remember which one's which and which starts at the top and the bottom of the pyramid. The whole wide range of cars, of course, and 73 of Alistair Smart doing good work as things stand. Is a little bit too far away from Richard Chamberlain, though, following the recommencement of racing. The challenge for that bottom step of the podium. So Chamberlain going to take a mistake from one of our top three to open the door to Alistair Smart. Mike Genvey, though, just a second covering himself and Graham Charman at the front of the field, so Genvey under a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, I'm obviously like super out of it. I didn't even downshift in a second.
Quite yet, but he's certainly filling the mirror.
It's crazy how it starts to affect your mind as you do this stuff, over a couple hours.
Seconds left on the clock.
I shouldn't even be breaking there.
We've done these things such as the
Yeah,
speed
just
and the
really out of it now.
velocity of these ZEO prototype series cars. A very series, very much open to many different sports and racing cars. So do check it out if you've got a car
I think this is
gathering
the
dust in
last
the
lap
garage.
here.
Why not give it a run out on the racetrack? We're back in action the Alton Park International Circuit on Saturday the 26th of October. So then, at the front of the field, a wobbly rear wing aside, Mike Genvy in the Genvy gun is working wonders through the final corner we go. The acceleration down, he'll have a look to the right hand side. There is the checkered flag and a euphoric Mike Genvy claps, waves and cheers in his victory for car number 35. Graham Charman comes across the line in second position, and then we wait and we wait and we wait some
Wait for
more.
me.
2015,
Oh,
and here he goes.
there's
In a few
another
minutes' time,
car.
that is one of our back markers, the number. Oh no, not that was 15. Richard Chamberlain crosses the line for a well-deserved podium finish. Alistair Smart will be next along in a few moments' time, and Paul Sayward, Andrew Gordon, Dan Oliver in
They're
fifth
just
position.
waving to
And seventh
the
place, Chris Child.
the
Langdon
corner
Down
workers.
in ninth position.
Obviously, we wouldn't be able to
Fast
do
cars
any of this
from
stuff if it
Great
wasn't
Britain
for them.
in
So
this
I always try
race. So
to
all
wave to them as they're
Mike
waving to
Genvy
us,
at the
and
head of the pack.
yeah,
Great
I'm
stuff.
super
It was a
excited.
disappointing day
And, yeah,
this morning, but whatever gremlins.
I'm just
Underneath
happy I
the
made it
Genvy
through.
gun,
I know we are a bit
he's worked
slow, but
thoroughly over the course of the last
just
4 or
happy to
5 hours,
be through and
and he's come out very much
through
on
my
the
first international race weekend
metaphorical
in
fire
prototype.
rather than the physical fire at Donington Park,
So
and a
yeah,
victory by 1.35
pretty happy overall. I
seconds
gotta say.
is the reward. Good stuff. There we go, the last of the cars then circling their way through
Just waving.
as
Yep.
they come back down in the pit lane. The applause, the rapturous applause of the teams and mechanics behind the scenes. Great performance then, Mike Genvy at the front of the field. Car number 5, Graham Sharman in second position, and then Richard Chamberlain in
I
8th
pretty
position.
much didn't know
Certainly
what was
well
going
known to
on
many
here, so
people, I'm absolutely sure, in the world of racing over the years. Very, very strong third position for the CTR 01. So that's the provisional race results then. Mike Genvy at the Genvy gun from Graham Charman in the Juno. Richard Chamberlain, 19 seconds in arrears in the CTR 01 is third. Alistair Smart in the first of the Radicals in the SR10 in fourth. From Paul Sayward in the SR3 in fifth. Andrew Gord in the SR3 RSX crosses the line in sixth position. Dan Oliver in the Praga R1 is the first of the Pragas home. In seventh, Chris Child in the SR4 Radical is eighth. From Dominic Langdon Down in the SR3 RS, ninth position. Max Winhauser in the Norma had a little bit of drama. He's classified in 10th ahead of Graham Cole in the Bicknell PS7. Never quite got that car going again, having been stranded with contact at the Druids Hairpin very early into the race. So that's 23 laps of action from the fastest class here this weekend.
yeah. So ultimately, this is really fun. Like I said, I have my excuses, but they actually were pretty warranted, and I'll stand by them. But learned a lot. I think I do genuinely believe that if we were to hop in a car like tomorrow, like at the same track, that there would be seconds of time off. Like there's, I think in getting through the weekend, there was a lot of confidence gained and a lot of things learned. But really, I think it's understated how much is going on when you're at these race weekends and you're learning a new car, you're learning a new track. I mean, it's a new organization. Never all the races I done up to now had radio, so I haven't to use a pit board, and then the way the track is, and all these things, right? It's just a lot. And you got a weird thing where your seat's kind of sliding down, your neck's hurting from the G-force, and the way you're sitting in the car. So lots of things to take in. All of these things I know and expect now. So if we ever get the opportunity to drive the Praga R1 again, which I hope we do, I think we'll be ready. I think we'll be ready. Need a good bit of testing, I think, to pick up some of the pace, but I do think we'll be good. And we started at a pretty slow pace and got up to a pretty medium speed pace, right? And kept the car together, kept the car on track the whole weekend, and finished the weekend. So overall, that's a win. And yeah, I mean, you got to finish to finish, right? So we were able to do that. So it was pretty good. I'm pretty happy. Looking forward to doing it again though, for sure, and being better. I'm pretty psyched. Anyway, this is a pretty long video. If you watched through this whole thing, you're a legend. I appreciate you. I'm gonna try to do some more of these as we do more things. Like there will be more racing. So as I do them, I'll make more of these. I enjoy making them. And I actually enjoy watching this kind of content. So yeah. Sorry for the cuts and stuff at the beginning. I was just trying to get everything synced up, but we'll find a better system in the future. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I love doing these videos, and having a bit of support from you guys would definitely make me want to do it more. Be a bit of motivation. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I will catch you guys